Hello, hello. Can't change the difficulty from this menu. Alright. I already changed interact from E to F as it should be. Anything else I should change? I mean, I assume most of it is fine. Investigation is I. Sure. Stealth! I just like how crouch gets renamed to stealth. And I disabled copyright music. We'll see how that works. Last time I saw a toggle like this, it was in Thief Simulator 2, in which turning copyrighted music off muted my stream. But, you know, that's probably because the developers of that game were pretty... Yeah, let's not talk about that. They were certainly skilled at what they were doing. Preload shaders. Enables preloading of shaders. Can reduce freezing and stuttering on certain setups. Game must be restarted for the setting. Oh, yes, I would like to do that. You should have done this in the first place, game. But yes, thank you. Slow HDD setting. Uh-huh. Everything is epic. Except... Hang on. Oh, everything can be epic, I suppose. Sure, take my data. Motion blur off, thank you. Yeah, let's restart the game so we can do shader compilation. Seems like a good idea. Oh, I expected the compilation to happen there, but not yet. Well, maybe it's gonna happen once I start the game. New game! Easy, standard, or hard? We'll go with hard. I assume it's gonna be fine. Modern or old school? Extra help provided to make the experience smoother and easier, including hints and helpful insights. Old school. I have no idea what these extra systems might be. I don't like the fact that this is even a setting. Because this could be anything. Doesn't show any outlines of objects or doors. Yeah. But what does it mean in practice? Like, is it gonna be difficult to discern what is an interactable object and what is just clutter? Because in old school games that wasn't a problem, because if you could see it, you could probably interact with it because it was less cluttered. Which is why I think this whole setting is kind of a bad idea. Like, there's a reason why you have highlights in modern games. It's because there's so much other shit that you can't interact with that it's hard to tell what the interactable things are. But I guess I'm going modern because I don't trust this. Oh, I think that applies to almost any game, even slightly older ones. It's the way I look at it is like, if I go to a flea market, I can walk through the flea market pretty quickly and I will spot things that are of interest to me.
So, your uncle,
That's because I have the
what's wrong with him?
built-in highlighting in my
He's
head of,
possessed.
I know what I'm looking for.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him.
And it highlights
Watching
in
him at all
games,
times.
it's basically that.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
Basically, the characters know what's of interest to them, and those things are highlighted. Even if
But Jeremy didn't kill himself.
I, as the player,
Is that why he's at your setup?
don't have that level of insight.
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
No. It wouldn't be 30 drawers with something in one of them. It would be 30 drawers, one of which you can even interact with.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
I don't remember the story of the original, so I don't know if this is a remake. I assume it's like some sort of reimagining, considering we have the two characters. I think I want to go with Edward, because I played as who I assume was Edward in the original. So, might be easier to see any similarities or differences. Oh. UI screw up. I rebound the use key to F, so now when I press E, nothing happens, even though right there, somewhere, it says E to confirm. It's actually F.
Hello? Hello?
Looks abandoned.
It can't be. There has to be someone around.
Wait here. I'll go around back.
I think in the original you somehow just started from the top floor or something. You know, I don't even hate if keybinds are hard-coded, as long as they function as they claim to function. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's mouse sensitivity and a half. Also, I thought I disabled motion blur. Okay. It just seemed like there was motion blur because the camera was moving so fast. Wait, seriously? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to use my mouse to turn the sensitivity down. Alright, that's better. The key was provided recently. Yeah, like, if you look at all this stuff over here immediately, some sort of highlighting is good. Simply to tell you that, hey, you can interact with something. And right now I don't see anything interactable. It means that I don't have to attempt to interact with everything. Mouse acceleration? I don't believe so, no. It's just that the sensitivity is on the higher end of the scale by default. I haven't played the 2008 one. I have the PlayStation 3 version, which is supposed to be the improved one. Yes, case in point. Something interactable. And
No
there
wonder.
it actually showed the correct key. Good. Flashlight. And kitchen garden key. Alright. Uses an hit hard-coded show Xbox button prompts. Well, yeah, that's 2008 PC port. That's not exactly surprising. Movement is a little stiff. So definitely one of those games where animations take priority over smooth movement. It's a shame. But I don't expect this to be a straight up action game, so maybe it's not that big of a deal and you get used to it. Mouse sensitivity is now too low in this menu. There you still have to press E. It's strange. Keys are not really quite as consistent as you might hope. And since I'm nitpicking things, when you pick up an item and it pops out that menu, you have to press escape to get out of that menu, which may be just a me thing, but I always found that to be a bit clunky. So you have to move your entire hand to reach escape. Whereas if it was just like press E or F or tab or something, or mouse 2, it'd feel a lot smoother. But this is me being very nitpicky. What do we have here? I don't know how to use my inventory. Something is bound to up, but I don't know what that is. Hold for weapon 4. 1, 2, 3, and hold. It's odd. Guess I don't have that. Can I check? Controls layout? Consume. That's the name of the thingy. G. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely designed around controllers. The movement is... Yeah, the movement definitely is quite stiff, because I'm only holding forward here. That's the sort of movement you get. Just going left automatically. But yeah, this is just me being very, very nitpicking.
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
See, and now I can go back with mouse too. But not escape. Yeah, it's a little inconsistent with the controls. I think it's been. So I have no intention of playing the new Assassin's Creed. Because for two reasons. One, it's Assassin's Creed. It seems extremely stale, without having seen anything. And two, it's Ubisoft. And Ubisoft sucks. Very hard. Ski risky.
What?
So, I think I'm gonna change. Let's up the field of view a bit. Oh, much better. No, I only played the first Alone in the Dark. So, hang on. Maybe this key is for outside. Or we venture deeper. Definitely a lot of stuttering, even though I enabled...
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
Enabled what was supposed to be shader compilation. Hope it gets better.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, that's a healing item. I see. Bible.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth, or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gree-gree. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around, that the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Sacred sand, $1. Black cat oil, $1.50. Devil shoestrings, a quarter. That makes $2.75, madame.
What was that you were telling the doctor? A goat without horns. What does that mean?
Ah, you must have misheard me, madame. I said no such thing.
Please. I know I don't look like any of you, but I'm devout. I'm ready to do what it takes.
Do not be so eager to sacrifice the few things you have left, madam. Now please, leave my store.
A goat without horns.
Ah. That's interesting. Lots more dialogue that wasn't in text.
Every day.
So let's see. No, you can't start walking around. Let that play. Which I'm actually fine with, because if you start doing that, you're not actually paying attention to what's being said anyway. Flashbacks to BioShock. People complain that the dialogue is narrated? What? Why would people complain about that? It was one of the best parts about the original. This kitchen seems familiar. I was expecting a smaller room here, but never mind that. Oh my god. I'm trying to find like a dead end, so I don't wander too far off the beaten path. Very American with all the bullets lying around. And freezers. Art ticket. Some collectible, I assume. Yeah. Forbidden knowledge. Non-essential items that you can find throughout the game. Covers forbidden knowledge and sometimes even more. Okay. Carry over from game to game. Just continue to complete what point. Okay. Okay.
I need the key.
Yeah, the stuttering is so weird. Because I did specifically enable shader compilation.
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
That doesn't look safe. There's something missing. Huh.
I interact with this? Guess not. No buttons do anything. Came from over there. Actually, I get the feeling that this is the intended way. I'm gonna take a quick look where I came from. Also, lots of keys there. I feel like I would like to pick some of those up. Another point in favor of highlighting objects, because if I didn't have object highlights on, I would most definitely want to interact with that stuff. As well as this door, which apparently is not a door. Nothing. Oh no, don't tell me this has dynamic difficulty adjust. Also, that's not a path. Let's see. For a moment I thought it was more open-ended than it is. Well, same exact keys are here too. Rat poison. Alright.
What's that?
Came here just for the rat poison, huh? And to trigger an event. Does this kind of follow the room layout of the original? Can't tell. Not least because the original was following set camera angles. It was a bit difficult to navigate like this. Or rather, it was a bit difficult to comprehend the exact layout. Roll floor plans. I also don't think it had a map like this. However, I think it does actually follow at least bits of this. Dining room, grand parlor, and the 3 rooms at the bottom. Seems kind of familiar. Although on the other side of the stair hall, there would be a kitchen. Oh, Is this the stuff that you only get if you play on modern? Like, here are puzzles. These are solvable. Kitchen garden. Kitchen garden, I assume. I've explored that. Oh, kitchen garden is right. That's the exterior area with the shed and some sort of bucket under in a hole. Okay, okay. You gotta use the arrow keys to navigate them up.
Nice.
Oh, okay. It gives you all the key options here, even if you don't have the correct one.
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra is upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to him.
Location. Highlighted word.
I need the key.
I go up here already? Don't require the key, so I assume it's
It's wedged shut.
the way forward. Just poke the wedge away. Clearly used to be a painting here. A lot of secrets for sure. Painting, or not even a painting, but a door.
Looks important.
Ah, we're up here now. I see. Cool.
Oh.
Are we? It's the map. Here. Air Hall.
Desetto, the old plantation building, was ready to fall, but kept alive by some starry-eyed carpetbagger called Dr. Gray. Seeing how the staff couldn't even be bothered with answering the door, Detective Comby figured they would just head inside and grab Jeremy. He just needed to open the front door for Emily first, so she could talk to her uncle.
I didn't actually even know what my main goal here was. I kind of just went full video game. Well, so far it's a pretty slow start. We're just
I need the key.
assessing controls, graphical issues, stuttering, such things. I do like the map. It seems like the structure is promising. One large building, though I assume it's not just gonna be one large building. We're in all likelihood gonna go somewhere else, like under the mansion at some point. As was the case in the original.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can. Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that Hartwood gloom, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who's your man again, Miss Hartwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you! Get back to your rooms! McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man, satisfy the curiosity of my client here, and we'll be off.
Jeremy has gone missing. There's no
Reflections
need
in
to
the
worry,
background.
but it might be some
Look pretty
time
scuffed.
before he turns up. The whole staff
On the
is
floor
looking for him.
behind Carnby.
What? He ran off?
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam.
I was focusing on the reflections and I forgot to pay attention to what rooms I was supposed to go in. Carnby, lead the way. I wasn't paying attention.
All right, here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can dig up any clues.
Box. Can I interact with it? Guess not.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity. Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way? I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburnt convent of Tarawea. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Senora Perosi? back from the beyond. Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. Places I struggle to even paint. I wish I understood your death, Signora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? That triumphant chapel rising above the ledges and the oven vaults shall be your sepulchre, where you may rest, and I shall weep.
Just noticed.
How did you first come to understand such things, Signora? How did you know that the battered boiler in the basement would lead me to Lafayette Cemetery? Or how the old upstairs clock, with its astronomical motifs, would take me to that hateful mound outside of Claremont Harbor? Those are my memories, my past. Is there perhaps a chance, if ever so small, for me to see Tarawaya? Oh, I want that more than anything. Please, let my talisman take me there. Let me sit with Juan under his Bodhi tree. Despite having sold me that talisman, Miss Jackson, the voodoo priestess, revealed none of her secrets to me. That's why I had to travel to Tonka. Instead, she cruelly told Baptiste, my caretaker, that he would be betrayed and killed in the most awful way, that the one he loved would pierce his thigh with a sharp spear, and that he would be devoured by his own mother. What a terrible thing to say. The people of Deseto were becoming dangerous. They do not understand what they are doing. I must do something to stop them. I tried talking to Dr. Gray, but he confuses my worries. He's caught up in treating me. How can he expect evil to be cured with medicine and conversation? The orderlies, the housekeeper, and the patients are all deranged. They will call upon evil to enter this world. All will be lost. Everything. Unless I can find the clerk, Mr. Waite. He seems to be a clear-thinking man. Maybe Beauregard. The dark man offered me a prison, and I accepted. I signed that miscarried contract and entered the dark pact. Everyone is safe, except for me.
Uh-huh. Voice acting was trying to go places. Wasn't quite there yet, but I hope that it ramps up. Because the original had extremely over-the-top voice acting at times, and it was wonderful.
Hey, you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't.
Oh my god, just the area code of
Hurry up,
Finland.
will ya?
Truly demonic.
I would kill the guy to throw some of this stuff out. I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
Oh, wow. That's striking. I want to save this one. All right, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray. Come on, let's go.
This was a
Yeah,
cool sequence.
I'm coming. Miss Hartwood. Emily? What the hell is going on? Where am I?
I don't believe that's how it went in the original, but that was pretty cool. I like this. You can't go through this door because the broom is in the way. All motivation to OG is to get the piano out of the... Is it? I don't remember the story at all, but I would be willing to believe that. Cool. Ooh, hang on, there's stealth. I am now stealth.
Ah!
Oh my god, my aim is... Holy shit. Man is aggressive. Whew. And thank you. There was another one. Oh, kind of cool. You focus on one enemy, another one flanks you, the first one disappears. The little downside of that is that you can tell that the combat is a tiny bit jank, because that first encounter happened to take place in a narrow corridor, and a lot of the times that the enemy was swinging, his head was clipping through a wall, which made it kind of hard to get a headshot.
I can't go that way.
I do hope that the enemies don't respawn or anything like that. But I have my worries because it does seem like there's dynamic difficulty involved with ammo pickups.
What the hell is going on?
I don't want the enemies to distract them. I don't see anything to distract. Hell of a throw. I have learned how to sprint, thank you. Hey, Bakuman. Full on health rings. Do I have a drink right now? It's unwise.
Don't let them get inside, Compare. They're not the good kind.
Are you... Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's story.
Jeremy did this. How?
The pact with the Dog Man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find him.
Oh, yeah? How much you paying you?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. Are you a thinking man, Compare?
No, not if I can help it.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace that guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, Compare. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look.
Batista's keys. And preserved reptile. I can see through walls with this, huh?
You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
Alright, I guess I have everything. I just wanted to see what a quick draw looks like. Oh, this is a toggle. I got absolutely no clue how I could potentially sneak past that thing. Or where I'm even trying to get to. Do I have a map? I got no clue which way I want to go. Oh, that was a sick throw. Or maybe I can throw things at them. Hurt them, that would be something. I thought it was still crawling at me. Hatchet. How to hatchet? I assume hatchet is maybe automatic once you get attacked. Oh. I honestly expected that there would be no enemies in here because that's the reason why the gate was locked. Keep things out. Okay. Learned how to melee. Oh shit. Sir? Oh! Gotcha. That's useful. Oh shit. Sir?
My weapon broke.
Oh! Okay. It was seeming a little powerful. I don't know what I just threw, because it didn't blow up. Juju. Well, it's not as contradictory as in the 2008 game. 'Cause if I'm not wrong,
I recognize this place. It's Miss Jackson's seance parlor. Let's see if she's got any information on Jeremy's talisman.
if I'm not wrong, in that one you were definitely not alone. And the key mechanic was fire, so you weren't in the dark either.
It's the talisman, like the one in the painting.
Found my own talisman. Old talisman is shaped over centuries. The engraving on of the numbers looks to be less than 100 years old, but the base could be from antiquity. The polished black sandstone in the middle has glass finish, occasionally gives the impression of hiding a picture within itself. Can't even try to interact with this. Let's heal up before heading back.
I think it's meant for the talisman. I think it needs numbers, like coordinates. Maybe it's showing something.
I knew it.
Place? Where is that?
Finland's area code.
Huh.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. I understand you are working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong. We came here for her uncle. I just didn't expect... I didn't expect this. You are Dr. Gray, right?
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective. I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business. Oh, Detective Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. Enjoying the Vieux Carré, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting life.
Well, it's not quite like the stories, Doc. Just trying to make a living.
Aren't we all making a living? Well, welcome to Deseto, Detective. I hope your time here will be useful. Now, what can I do for you?
Why don't you tell me where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Why wouldn't that make for a short visit? I wish I could tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know. A drink, Detective?
Anything brandy.
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I wouldn't want to go into details about his condition. Doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Sure, but he is crazy, and he's gone missing. Why?
Here, try this.
Ooh, it's good. Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. Then, for goodness sake, don't overdo the triple sec.
Okay, what can you tell me about Jeremy?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, constantly worried about events not presenting themselves according to his model of predestination. He complains about things not being carried out in the right order, and that some things simply shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not really. I was hoping for some direction where to look next.
I'm sorry. I have nothing for you then. You should talk to my orderlies. They have been looking for him for a while now. I'm sure they would appreciate your help.
Yeah, I ran into Batiste earlier. Come to think of it, he might have given me a lead.
Oh, excellent. So your investigation is already underway.
I'm gonna go, but I'm sure we'll meet again.
Looking forward to it. Safe returns.
Detective Carnby, how did you... Where did you go?
I was just talking to Dr. Gray.
You disappeared.
No, it's not what you think. Have you found anything strange going on here?
Yes. Everyone is being incredibly evasive and I can't figure out why.
No, I mean something you can't explain. Paranormal, even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No, I want to try something. With this talisman, I think I can follow Jeremy to the place he mentioned in the book. What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Tarawea. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Detective, are you gonna be all right?
Yeah, of course. Go talk to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later.
I'm liking this so far.
This talisman brought me back from the French Quarter in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily, then he could be hiding anywhere, even Tarawea. If he can do it, so can I. I just need to figure out how the talisman works.
Ah, we're back here. Obsolete items. Ah. Okay.
While Detective Carnby was grateful to be back at Derceto, he was eager to test his hypothesis. After having suffered through that sinister world, dressed as the French Quarter, Jeremy's writing could be read much more literally. What if Jeremy used his talisman to actually visit those places he mentioned in the book? Carnby felt certain that this was the answer. He wouldn't find Jeremy hiding inside Derceto. He would be in one of those other worlds. And to follow in his steps, Carnby would have to investigate the old clock and the boiler, and find out what
part they played. Sorry for interrupting. Hey, Chaos. Where was the archive? There. Oh, only 4 chapters, huh? Okay. We'll see how this archive works. I kind of feel like, in order for an investigation to feel investigative, automatically removing items might take away from it. We'll see.
I'm not gonna walk out of this now. I need to help Emily save her uncle.
Let's head for the boiler. I don't remember how Sinking City's mechanics work. Like... I see a shortcut. The one game that I feel like did some investigation stuff really well is Darkness Within 2. Bike pads? Oh, the art. Oh, cool. Did I have emotes that I needed? Sure, I did, but what could they have been?
in my kitchen. I assure you.
I'm sorry. I
Promise
didn't.
you. Mr. Hartwood
I
is
was just
nowhere
looking
near my
for-
kitchen, and neither should you be. Don't
Look,
make
I
me
didn't
kick you
mean
out
to-
of this house.
Sorry.
Now get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say something about Darkness Within 2, because that had like a really cool investigation mechanic where you would open a page of a diary or book or letter or whatever, and then in order to get actual hints out of it, you would have to underline the parts that you thought were relevant. And if you were correct, then you would get a note about that specific part. I feel like that's the sort of mechanic that more games could use. Maybe expand on that a bit. Like for instance, I think something like System Shock could have really benefited from being able to make notes for yourself by underlining things from audio logs and such, instead of having like an objective log that you just follow blindly. You would create your own objectives by underlining things from notes and, you know, that sort of thing.
You know, Mr. Waits, I saw a piece of the plate that Liza broke. I think she's been hiding them. She's not very good at it. She just chucked it into the little room with all the tools behind the boiler. I left it there. I didn't want to embarrass her by picking it up while she was looking. We went upstairs instead and played backgammon. I let her win, because she's so unhappy. The piece looked like the one on display in Cassandra's room. You know about that one already, right? Or is your eyesight really that fuzzy? I hope you don't feel bad about your glasses. You only look stupid when you squint. Maybe if you had more eyes, you would see these things. I wish you had all the eyes you needed. Your best and favorite guest, Grace.
Like, for instance here, maybe not underline, that's a bit difficult to do in some instances, but instead of having, I'm now assuming that I'm gonna get objectives like, oh, get a piece from behind the boiler and get a piece from Cassandra's room. Like, maybe if I would have to manually type those as objectives, it would be a bit more interactive and would really force me to pay attention to what's going on. I think that would be pretty cool.
Looks like some kind of rot.
I really want some game at some point to do that. If that makes any sense to anybody.
Conby was in shock, but also a little embarrassed. The housekeeper was furious to find him searching through the kitchen and had run him out of the room.
It's another plate for the talisman. Like the other one, it's broken and missing some pieces.
Yeah, I don't know of a single game that does that, which is very surprising. Closest things are like Thief and System Shock, where you can write things on the map.
I need the key.
Not really the same. System Shock Remake was a great example of something where that sort of mechanic would have fit in real nicely. Because in that, there were way more text logs than in the original. So once you found a clue or important piece of information, it would easily get lost simply because there were so many other notes, and they were much lengthier than in the original. So when you felt like, oh, I need a hint for something, I think I've forgotten something, you wouldn't have to go through the entire list of all the logs that you have found throughout the game, but you could just look through the ones that you have personally made note of. Maybe that makes sense to somebody. If somebody knows of a game that does something like that, let me know, because I want to see it. Lost Plantations of Louisiana.
Lost Plantations of Louisiana. Thierry Briclot, 1917. Derceto was a small plantation on the eastern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The land was considered difficult for industry and was sold for only $30 to Elijah Pickford in 1818. Pickford employed hundreds of workers from nearby New Orleans to clear the woods and build a small plantation mansion facing the lake with a striking Greek Revival temple facade. Derceto kept a modest production of barrique tobacco and indigo that persisted up till the Civil War. During the antebellum era, Derceto was the source of many rumors concerning voodoo and witchcraft. People who traveled the lake reported seeing people dance at night in front of bonfires, bleating and wailing. On June 17, 1862, Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army recounts leading a raiding party from ships anchored in Lake Pontchartrain in order to seize control of Derceto and free the slaves working there. The captain was surprised to find the workers fighting back with unprecedented zeal. Norton's account describes these men and women as enraged with fanaticism. Pickford reportedly tried to placate the raiders, but was shot in the confusion. Captain Norton left the mansion burning and retreated to his ships with his men. Derceto was left in ruins for several decades. The ownership of the land was long disputed and returned to the Ledoux family in 1901. Several police reports were filed during the following years as the Ledoux tried to get rid of a camp of squatters on their land. The police made several visits to remove the trespassers, but the people kept returning. On November 1st, 1907, Inspector Legrasse of the police charged a deadly attack in order to save several children kidnapped by the squatters. Many were killed, and even more were jailed. The following year, Ledoux rebuilt Derceto, incorporating the surviving stone foundation and adding a magnificent wrought iron conservatory. The farmland had been reclaimed by the surrounding woods, so it was no longer profitable to use as a plantation. Instead, the house was turned into an artist's colony. The Astarte Artist Colony was a successful group of artists, including figures such as painter Heinrich Cassel and poet Nora Keith. The group was also known for their beloved Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain. On September 29, 1915, a tropical hurricane tore through Louisiana, causing Lake Pontchartrain to flood New Orleans. Due to the remote location of Derceto, it took almost 2 weeks for outsiders to learn that the artist's colony was abandoned. The 12 residing artists had all vanished without a trace. The empty mansion of Derceto still stands on the shore of Lake Pontchartrain, with much of its temple facade intact. The Ledoux family currently has no intention of repairing the house.
For instance, I don't think I would make any notes of that. That didn't feel all that relevant to me. So I must say, I'm not a huge fan of how this mechanic works, where you can highlight interactables, because the field of view gets way too small for comfort.
Ooh.
Locked, I assume?
It's wedged shut.
Oh, so this was a door. Ah. In a way, at least. Bolt cutter. What a classic. Also, is the game a bit loud or is it just me?
What happened? Everything's normal again? Right.
Maybe that's fine. Wasn't loud for long.
Got it. Nice.
An axe. We'll leave the axe for now, 'cause it seems like we can only carry one at a time.
This can't be real. Huh.
So, where's my flashlight? There's a thingy? Okay. Does that go... I assume that probably goes to the clock, if I check my objectives. Yeah, it's probably for astronomical clock.
I need the key.
Oh, it's right there. I haven't actually been here outside of a cutscene.
This must be the clock that Jeremy wrote about in the commonplace book. Ah, looks like the plate that held the talisman in the seance room. But it's broken and missing some pieces.
Missing more pieces. So some of these interaction prompts are a little clumsy. I thought there was something else I could interact with there. No, I guess that's just a door. Speedrunner, eh? Hey, Rampage.
Yeah, sorry, Detective. Didn't mean to obstruct justice or anything.
That's fine.
You know, I'm kind of busy with my own case of a missing person. I was wondering if you've seen Grace, a girl about yay high?
I can't say that I have. Why are you asking?
Well, I'm looking for her.
Is she in trouble?
No. She's just hiding somewhere. But we can't have a rascal like that running around unchecked. At a time like this, you understand?
Well, I haven't seen her.
Well, let me know if you find her. I'll be around. I'll keep an eye out for your man, Jeremy. You scratch my back, Detective, and I'll scratch yours.
Video game reviewer. We already need quotation marks around the speedrunner. That would require even more.
Looks like everything's back to normal here.
Emily's here. Emily's here.
Ammo? Nothing. I shouldn't open this one. I'm not full on ammo, am I? Oh no, somebody misplaced this. Ooh. It's a bit rough. I thought this was like a deliberate secret passage or something, but no, it's just that the shelf is, ooh, not quite where it should be.
I need the key.
Yeah, was is an important word there.
I need the key.
Not much in this area. Technically there's something in room 4 that I haven't seen yet. I can go to clerk's office. Have I not been there? Have been, right? map is really awkward to access. Oh, I guess I haven't been here.
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler and the clock. They have been sabotaged, and I think I know who did it. They have something to do with Jeremy's episodes and how he seems to disappear at night. Right now, it's important that you keep an eye out for any of the pieces. I want to find out if I can repair the plates. Let me know if you find any of them. Lottie.
Tell Lottie to take a look at the well in the kitchen garden.
I don't know what I am. Just me.
Saw your notice in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. I got no business being in there myself, but you can take a valve from the wine cellar if you want to try to stop the steam pouring out. Be careful.
Valve from the wine cellar. Whoops.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is DeSeto's chief doctor. Accounting and all
Okay, we don't need to hear this. A lot of people. Gotcha. We may have to refer to this at some point. I happen to play games slightly faster than average. That's a good description. As I'm currently playing Alone in the Dark and barely touching the run key. Okay, I'm not gonna go through all these files yet. Maybe this... something relevant at some point, but... Jeremy is not one of them, so I assume it's...
patients are accounted for, except for Jeremy.
Yep.
There's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone. I need the key.
Room key 6. There really should be a map hotkey. Rosie's room. Yeah, I can't argue with that. With streamer, I guess by any objective measurement, I am.
Huh. How eccentric. What are these symbols? Looks like alchemy or star constellations.
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Derceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake, until you find the shores of Hali.
Astarte Artist Colony. I remember hearing about their disappearance. Must have been 15 years or more now.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
These paintings got some grim-looking rot on them.
Oh, please. Game, you didn't have to tell me that. Then we get a combination. Argus Music, Keith. I'm really gonna write this down. Nine. 4. Assume I can't open this with this information.
I did it! I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you'll be feeling better when I return. Jeremy.
I got a combination for something. I assume that something is related to the talisman. But I can't really use the talisman now, can I? No, this puzzle is solvable now. Just need to somehow combine the numbers I have.
The simplest job.
With these? Oh, okay, 10, 11, 1. Okay. What was it? 2. 9. 4. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 is one day day. Okay, I could do without the jump scare sound effects. They're a bit much and unnecessary. This would be creepier if there was no sound effect. Some sounds, yes, but the loud stinger is not necessary.
I think I've seen this somewhere. There's something in the commonplace book about this.
Some red stuff on this one. Okay, I assume these need to be swapped still. And not everything. Guess the corners are still wrong. What am I missing with the corners? Oh, hang on. Are the edges supposed to match? Like the very edges? No, I don't think so. I mean, that's correct. Surely we can agree on that. Hang on. Can these be swapped? Oh, they can? Yeah, oh yeah, they can. They're different, different thicknesses. There we go. And then it was the red stuff that was a clue.
I think the clock broke. Or maybe it just stopped at a very precise place.
I assume it's not the area code of Finland again. Maybe it's the same combination I had before. 2... 9... 4... No? Do I have a note about this? OC, thank you for the raid. Welcome, people.
Detective Conby had a...
Are you playing some high-quality UE5 games? There are no numbers here that would be helpful. Does Peros's file have something? We have Peros's file. Yeah, we do. I'm not noticing any numbers that would be helpful. Sure, there's nothing here. What would the combination even be? Or do I need to line it up with the background? Yes, probably. Yes, definitely there's a thing at the top that is empty. Although I don't know about the rest. Hang on. I may be on the wrong track. Well, I'm pretty sure that this is correct if you look at the very top. Don't think the pattern in the background is relevant because I can't really take a look at it. That would have been my first guess. Oh. I wasn't able to interact with this before, was I? So... 6... 4... 3... And I was totally off with my thinking of the first one.
There's a picture in the black glass. It's showing me something. It's the hallway outside Jeremy's room.
Can't turn the camera. There we go. See, that's way better. No loud stinger, just suddenly it's dark. Way better than the stinger transition.
Huh. I made it. I entered another one of Jeremy's memories.
I'm pretty sure this wasn't in the original.
May 1923, Monday. All okay, ready for delivery. Maintenance. Oil pump must be serviced. Any tampering causes large spills unless properly forestalled. Tuesday. Shipment delayed but delivered. Maintenance. Service bridge close to broken. Wednesday. Prospectors reluctantly agreed to show the burial mound to Mr. Hotwood, a painter, who read about our finds in the papers. He means to return tomorrow and try to find a way inside. Thursday. Mr. Hotwood's efforts delayed. The workers seemed nervous about his presence. Hotwood promised not to return to the compound. Instead, he has taken up an offer by L'Officier, the riverboat captain, who means to pilot him to the site tomorrow morning. Hopefully that's the end, and work can resume. Maintenance. Bridge from the oil tower to the bayou has collapsed. Sabotage suspected.
This is the devil that guides us now.
Also, I previously said that I should try to avoid opening lockers if I don't need ammo or healing, because they appear to be generated on the fly, whether there's ammo or not. But then again, I just got a key from one of the closed lockers, so I guess I do have to just open them.
I need the key.
The VA hasn't been quite as good as the original, but the original VA was pretty top-notch. Random Molotov cocktails.
There's something missing.
Now, the beauty of the original's voice acting was that the over-the-top tone of it all. Yeah, nowadays games aim too much for... I guess it's kind of a similar difference as like television acting has to stage play acting. Nowadays, video game acting is closer to television than stage play, and stage play acting is fucking great. Oh shit! Oh, that came out of nowhere. Well, that didn't work at all. I don't think I should be fighting this thing. But my melee weapon disagrees. Ugh, what happened to my arm there? No, it's the original Alone in the Dark has some of the best acting I've ever heard.
It worked.
It's also why I don't like how the standard these days is to get like super professional actors. Like, I really just want random programmers and designers to do the voice acting, because they don't know what they're doing, so they can ham it up. And sound quote-unquote bad. Come at me, bro. I got a pipe. My pipe is about to break, though. Ooh. Oh yeah, now that's a weapon. Shovel is also pretty good. Another shovel. Sir, would you like to try out my shovel? Oh, there's another one. Would you like to try my shovel? Shovel is pretty good.
Looks pretty weak. I just need something to break it.
I'm using my other shovel that is already kind of busted. I'm taking this high durability shovel with me as I just punch a wall. have no idea which one of these is about to break. That's not really Condemned mechanic. This is just hit it with anything. In Condemned, you had to specifically use a sledgehammer or a axe or whatever. Wouldn't say it's the same. Okay, my shovel is about to break. I'm just gonna hit walls until it does. Just to see if it can break by hitting walls. It can. Okay. Lesson learned. Shovel that is not interactable. And this is why highlighting objects is important, especially in modern games with a lot of detail like this. Because some environment artist might place a shovel in the level, and then some other designer decides that, hey, you know what, we're actually gonna use shovels as weapons. And suddenly you have two different shovels, one of which is a weapon and one of which isn't. Yeah. Yellow paint has its place. Can I stealth here? Is this what stealth is for? Guess so. Close the door. No. Yeah, so even doing this, yeah, that is rough. Can I sneak past these enemies too? Are you just going in a circle? Oh, there's two of them, huh? Interesting.
There's gotta be a way to get to the other side.
Have we considered walking? God, game, you don't have to tell me everything. Is there a setting for that? And tutorials are fine. Straight up hints? Oh, you can disable all this stuff. Okay. Is that... Okay, okay. That is cool. So far I don't actually mind the modern stuff, so let's just leave it at that. That's cool. That's a good feature. Oh, that's... I didn't realize you were up, sir. I got a feeling that this is gonna make some noise. Or burn something. That was a bit more than I expected. Tough cloth, key item, huh? Okay, so we're gonna slide down from here. To which direction? There.
Yeah, come on, Carnby. Wouldn't you rather fall to your death than go up in flames?
Very unfortunate that since I did some rebinding, melee is now the same as activate an item in that sort of prompt. Because it didn't change all of the key bindings for use. So a little bit clumsy at times. these sound effects I should be worried about. Take that as a yes. Sir, you can't see me. Yeah. Told you. This kind of reminds me of A Quiet Place, where I can clearly hear an enemy, but I don't think it's actually there.
It's the hateful mound Jeremy talked about in his book.
This is indeed John alone in the dark.
Don't come any closer. I'm armed.
Get that thing out of my face.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm just a detective trying to find something called Tarawea.
You after Jeremy too? Why?
I'm working for his niece. She wants to make sure he's alright.
He might be unharmed, but far from all right. He's a curse upon Deseto.
Here we go again.
Quiet.
Not smart. Is New Nightmare worth playing? Because I decided that 2 and 3 I'm not gonna touch. The New Nightmare, maybe? 2008, sure? I'm gonna have to slide through the crack of a door. Huh.
Reflections on the Power of the Verb in Certain Texts by Juan Luis Jorge. To act is in itself divine. Even the slightest movement of our hand is evidence of our soul in motion. Yet our free will is so easily overwhelmed by the dullness of everyday life. Our actions become rote and rigid, in spite of luxury and comfort. True divinity is found in the choice of leaving the stage where we all perform. People who discover this freedom unexpectedly will be struck by the terror of this revelation and become paralyzed, or worse, turn to suicide. However, if you are able to weather that storm, you will discover that there is a divine path beyond that fear. There is a chance to dismount your destiny and make something new. Something that hasn't been planned for or predestined. There is difficulty in explaining this type of acting as it transcends our everyday choices. This isn't some banal decision choosing one career over the other, or even who I should marry. Leaving the stage, no matter how, isn't a matter of course correction. It's a rejection of the story that the creator is telling.
Living room key. Want me to play 2? I heard 2 was very much like 1, but even more combat, and the combat was really, really bad.
Wedge shot. It worked. I don't think I have everything I need.
The Barlow lens. Instructions. To double the magnification of your telescope, simply fit this Barlow lens to your instrument. Then operate the fine-tuners to adjust the distance between your lenses. This is easily done while looking through your eyepiece. Simply search for a position where your picture is clear and appears flat. When correctly tuned, your telescope should present a clear picture with magnificent magnification.
Alright, well I don't have a Barlow lens. Okay, I finished a set. Do we get... unlocks the shotgun cabinet. Alone and Lost walk a land.
The lone and the lost walk a land of fear. When there is nothing you recognize, or no one to trust, you prepare for the worst. Something is coming, and you best be ready. Take the gun in the parlor. Give them hell.
Santa Claus is a major character. It's tempting, but I don't know if I want to subject myself to more Alone in the Dark combat.
Now we're talking.
Got lots of doors I can go to now. What indeed? Interesting. Ah, okay. Oh, hello. Shovel them all. There was a fucking Molotov cocktail there. Whoops. let's see what we have here. Circuit box, well, don't have whatever that requires. Okay, have what that requires.
It worked.
I can't turn the lights back on. You're truly alone in the dark. Wait, I didn't want to pick this up. I want my pickaxe back. Whatever. Also, I did this in the wrong order because I'm gonna have to come back here once I get all the pieces. Still missing one.
Jeremy? What the hell is going on here? Where's the body?
I can still interact with this, huh?
There's something missing.
No, there isn't. But I am missing a piece of the puzzle. Which is, I believe, here? Definitely not here. Here? Yes.
There's something missing.
The entire France is missing. How horrible. Yeah. Bad French accents are just canon. Because there's the country of France simply doesn't exist. just a few people still chilling around here, talking in a funny way, and they don't know why.
What you got there? You drawing something?
Nothing special. I'm just bored.
Do I know you from somewhere?
I remember you, Mr. Conby.
From where?
Don't touch that. Cassandra wouldn't like it. She wouldn't like it at all.
Do you know where she is?
I'd rather not talk about it. It makes me upset. Besides, she'll be back after the Feast of St. John.
It's actually just a Japanese fishing colony.
Yep. It's all on the page, Mr. Conby. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
All right.
I'm gonna go now, if that's okay. I don't like to stay too long in the same place. Mr. McCoffey might find me.
Hey. Is he mean to you?
Not everyone needs to be saved, Mr. Conby. You should know that by now.
There's more of that rot again. Like it's guiding me to do something. But what? So this is where Cassandra Beauregard ended up. For some reason, if I find the full set of bottles, then maybe I can make something out of the stains of rot.
Don't talk over yourself so much, please.
Miss Beauregard, I picked up your medicine at the post office today. As you understand, it needs to be administered by the orderlies for your safety. I've put the box in Lottie's room for now, and I'm sure she will find you as soon as possible.
I don't think I have everything I need.
Now, structurally, this reminds me a lot of Eternal Darkness. Gradually unlocking pieces of the mansion.
This must be that kid's room. Why did she see?
Don't you worry, Grace. Go play your game, bleat and bellow with the others. I won't be jealous. There will be more masquerades. However, I would love it if you would finish my mask for the feast. With love, Ruth.
Then from the mansion you make small expeditions to other places.
The medicine bottles had stains of rot on the labels, suggesting...
Where's Lottie's room? Was mentioned. Downstairs. Oh, that room. I remember that room. I really wish there was a hotkey for a map. No, I can't do anything from here. Well, can't do anything about that yet. I think I can go upstairs now. According to the map anyway. Yeah.
It's wedged shut. It worked.
Detective Conby, how good of you to come. Let me pour you a drink.
What happened here? This place looks like it was hit by a bomb.
Welcome to the madhouse, Detective.
Thanks. Did the ceiling just collapse?
I heard it was something in the attic, something that was supposed to happen but didn't. How that could have such consequences is beyond me. The truth is, I don't know why the room looks like this. But I bet your friend Jeremy does.
You know where I could find him?
Oh, somewhere in his past, I suppose. He keeps going on about that mysterious dark man. I think he is hiding from him. Or maybe he's with him. I can't really keep up. I don't worry much. Take a look around this room. You may think it looks spectacularly devastated, but I just think it's finally found its stride. It fits perfectly with the state of this place and its loonies. The same goes for the nonsense with Jeremy. In my eyes, we finally managed to match the wild ride inside all of us.
Well, I'm happy you find the evening so harmonious. I hope you don't mind me setting things right. Jeremy's business, that is. This room looks beyond my capabilities.
Good luck, Detective. Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah. Evening, miss.
I like how Edward just takes a drink whenever he gets a chance.
Can I get some more of that whiskey?
Go ahead, Detective. I don't think I can stomach anymore anyway.
Am I bothering you?
On the contrary, Detective, I enjoy what...
I couldn't actually take the whiskey. What a shame. Locked. Or not even interactable. Where is this? Huh. Locked?
I need the key.
Yep. Need the key or willingness to jump. Now, it is a little ironic how Alone in the Dark is one of the rare horror games that appears to be taking place during the day.
Ugh. There's more of that aggressive rot.
On the commonplace of evil, there lies virtue and stark irreverence, careless thoughts of luminous indifference. But blame not the beast we once were, which science so often wished to refer. Not the wicked full of sin, it is you who stand and grin. All our good intentions aside, whereupon we build our pride. Sunless solitude, follow not this corrupting light. Prophets of confidence always crashes out of sight. Hear me, for we all bear this mark. Thus we must remain alone in the dark.
She said the thing! Roll credits. I'm gonna break my shovel just by accidentally hitting walls.
Huh. The rot made the shape of a snake. There must be something important to find here. Maybe it has something to do with the numbers on the labels.
25 something 7.
It's another one of those strange padlocks.
Where was it? 257. 5 is 2, 3, 4, 5. 7. Go.
It's another piece of broken plate.
This is still locked, right? Not one of the ones I unlocked. Okay, here's a puzzle. Oh great, you can rotate them. Fantastic. Well, this seems like a starting point. Oh, and you can't move the corners. Well, that helps. That's not right. No. Yep, seems about right. However, I think they go over here. Or maybe not. Well, that looks pretty good. No. What was the combination again? Same one? 257? Nope. Come on, this is... This is just comical. 975.
Black glass is showing in Another room. Must be a way to another one of Jeremy's memories.
Oh, well, this is different.
I knew it. I knew it would work. You're getting good at this, Carnby. Maybe a little too good at this.
Yeah, it's good if the bullets are a bit soft when you shoot. Not like I'm trying to hurt the enemies.
The Hartwood's family crypt. Emily's family must have deeper roots in New Orleans than I thought. I figured she was a Yankee like me. What's this?
A blessing.
Now, what do we got here? Got it.
First, what's over here? Nothing? I'm kind of expecting this to be a bit more action-oriented sequence, because the swamp thing was pretty heavy on stealth. And we get a sledgehammer. So maybe a change of pace is... Fuck yeah! Is that? Oh, I could have used that. Also, there is a heavy attack in this. I just haven't used it a single time in combat. No, no kick. Just light and heavy attacks. You know, light attacks seem to do the trick pretty well. Just mash the key and things die. I don't expect to be able to stealth at all here. at least because I can't see shit. And I assume these guys can see. Can you see? Are you blind? Well, I don't know if you are blind, but... Okay, heavy attacks do something. Granted, I had also already whacked that guy with the shotgun. I don't have a melee weapon. Nice shot. Nice shot. I'm an incredible shot, in case you can't tell. How about a heal up? It's not like healing items are hard to find. I feel like the game hasn't just given me many because I've been full on healing items for such a long time. And maybe I could have done a sneak attack of some sort, but I just got the tutorial too late. I kind of just came into this whole area with the assumption that we're just gonna fight. Yeah, aiming is for those who don't have ammo. Are you gonna burn? No? Could have just snuck past. I'm just ditching stealth as a concept. It's not like me. How many pistol bullets did I just pick up? That was like 9 pistol bullets, I think. Which pretty much confirms my my assumption that there is some heavy dynamic difficulty going on here. Yeah, I just used a bunch of pistol ammo and now immediately the game gives me a ton more back. Oh, wanna come out? I know you wanna come out. Just do it. Just do it. No? Okay, up to you. There you are. Wait, you're a bit different than the previous ones. Oh, there's more of you. Lots of shotgun ammo I just kind of wasted. This is where I was.
It's blocked.
I think this is where I came from. I went down there, came up there. Or here. I can't really tell. Was I here? Yeah, I was here. While I'm here. Grab that. Means I didn't go here. Ah, yeah. Yo, Skillet, thank you for the resub. No? Oh, I see. It's the edges. Don't expect stealth to do anything here, but I'll try anyway. Hey, Death Knight. Thank you for the resub. I'd say it's a bit above mid. It's alright. Yep. Story is really good? Huh. Oh, hi. Oh, fuck.
Too many of them. I gotta get out of here.
Okay, for once, a chase escape sequence that I didn't expect, where it actually seems like you gotta run. Which way? Don't know. Pick at random. Doesn't matter. Chase is over. But yeah, my review so far is that everything about it is alright. The gameplay is pretty bog standard, but that's fine. Stalker 2 is like fucking 80 hours if you rush through it. How can... how?
Now what do we got here?
I'm definitely in no hurry to continue it then. Because I'm like 8 hours in maybe. And I didn't feel like the story had really started.
Thank God that's over.
Ah, we're back here. Alright.
Huh.
But yeah, maybe at some point I'll get back to it. I'm in no rush. Well, didn't expect to see you here.
Please don't touch her. Jeremy. What are you doing here? Everyone's looking for you.
I know, it's all a big mess. No one understands. I'm just trying to keep evil at bay. Just for a little while longer.
You've got to come back with me. Your niece is waiting at Tercero.
Emily? Why would you... My letter. Keep making it worse.
What is going on, Jeremy? How is any of this happening?
I made a terrible promise with someone.
The Dark Man. Who is he?
No, don't say his name. He can hear us. He's always listening.
Jeremy, I need to understand what is going on.
I promised him everything. When the sun rises, I will be chained in his sunken desert temple for an eternity. But at least the evil about to awaken and to settle won't harm anyone outside of that cursed place.
You're acting crazy, Jeremy. I want to help.
There's nothing you can do.
And what's all the business about Tarawea? Why did you want to go there?
Well, I can't go there. Not allowed.
But you wanted to. Can I go? Tell me, will it help me to break your pact? Is there something there that would help?
Why would you give me hope? That's so cruel.
Okay, sounds like we're onto something here. What should I—
Look out! Behind you!
A three-headed monkey!
Run! Don't let him take you! I've seen so many strange occurrences lately. Memories explode into existence and then burn out like tired glass bulb filaments. Dreamscapes crash down from the stars and sink into the sea. Doors that lead to nowhere and absolutely everywhere at once. With all this reverie, I want to think there's a chance that you found a way to remain alive in some way I cannot fathom. Just like I've learned to navigate with my talisman. Maybe you, with all your knowledge, you somehow knew a way to find me again, perhaps in Tarawea. Oh, my love, Jeremy.
She's dead. No matter how she died, she looks peaceful now.
Luggage key. I don't remember where luggage is. In fact, nothing on the map shows anything. So I assume going out does something. Or going somewhere. She used to be here. Did she have any luggage with her? Also, apparently it doesn't matter if I open these and then not pick up things, because still get the stuff. Ali's luggage.
Perosis.
It's a bit of RA1, and I'm also getting a lot of Eternal Darkness from the house. Actually, what I should do is I should look at objectives. Jeremy's steamer trunk. Oh, right! Jeremy's room had some luggage. Barlow lens.
A telescope lens. Why would he lock that up?
Now, where was the telescope?
Jeremy.
All right. Yeah, the reason why I'm getting more Eternal Darkness than Resident Evil is because the house sections feel very linear. Whereas in linear and kind of inconsequential in how you tackle them. Whereas in Resident Evil you had to consider which route you want to take. Not quite sure what I'm trying to see here. Oh, I can move sideways as well.
Whoa.
I was kind of hoping that would end the chapter. Oh boy! Oh, you can't rotate. Thank God.
Whoa, what's going on? It's dialing in something all on its own and it's showing the way to another memory? Where is that?
Good question, where is that?
Another world seeping into this.
Dining room. Thank you. Where's dining room? It's that one.
Here we go.
Chapter 3. Excellent.
I'm glad to see you made it. I had my doubts, but the hope you instilled has yet abandoned me.
I guess this must be Tarawea. Who are you?
My name is Juan Luis Jorge, and this is indeed the convent of Tarawea. You'll have to excuse me, but Yermi never got your name.
The name's Edward Carnby. I'm a private investigator. You're not a patient, are you?
No. I'm the author of a book that Yermi once found important.
How does that work? Are you part of this memory as well? Is this even a memory?
I think calling me a manifestation of Yermi's subconscious would be more correct. And so is the convent of Tarawea. I'm a man Yermi has never met, and we are in a place that he has never been.
Okay. So are you here to guide me or something?
I have no more purpose than you do. I simply am. I will happily help you, of course, if I'm able.
If you are already somehow part of Jeremy, why did he want to come here? Isn't he sort of here already?
Yermi wanted to come here because it's a representation of his mind at peace. When Dr. Gray asks him to find his focus during his sessions, this far-flung convent is what Yermi imagines. He is under the impression that if he could physically come here, he would reach a perfect equanimity. A spiritual apotheosis.
You don't think it would work?
Yermi subconsciously knows it's just wishful thinking. He can't come here. Despite the pathways opened by the dark man between Derceto and Yermi's psyche, it's simply not possible.
But I'm here.
Indeed. It's a shame it's just another place for you, Detective. Otherwise, you could have become a Buddha.
Always a bridesmaid, never a blushing bride. Am I right?
Yes, I suppose so. You'll have to chase enlightenment elsewhere.
So what's the next best thing? What can I do here?
You should seek out the convent library and try to find the truth about Yermi's relationship with the Dark Man. It's the sort of knowledge he represses and is unable to reflect on.
Will it tell me how to break the pact?
Perhaps. At least you'll have something to confront Yermi with.
Wait, why can't you just tell me?
I don't know such things. You'd be better off consulting the texts of Dr. Freud if you want such answers.
No thanks, I hate shrinks.
There is another thing you should know about the library. He is here as well. The Dark Man has been working his way through the text for a long, long time.
He's here? How am I supposed to get past him?
Be careful, Detective.
Oh, jeez, just perfect.
Okay, that's interesting. Pretty chill place, and a pretty chill guy. And chill music too. Unexpected for a horror game. Yeah. Game is alright so far. It's I expected it to be a bit more janky, I guess, than it has turned out to be. It's solid. Don't really have anything but nitpicks. Yeah, it's like a solid 6 or a 7. I mean, it had stuttering issues at the beginning, even though there was a setting for shader compilation. Yeah, preload shaders, it's on, and I reset the game after turning it on, and it seemed to do nothing. But you know, it's gotten better. Little bit of clunkiness that we had at the beginning with controls and performance and movement and such, but you know, you get used to it and it's fine. Everything about this is so far pretty fine. See, can I raid somebody? Who would I? Sure, why not? Takahashi is playing Slay the Spire, which is a pretty good game as well. And he's apparently trying to beat the game with some character for the first time, so... Try not to backseat too much, please. But yeah, thank you for watching, have a good night, and see you later.